Hey everybody, it is Miss Tila, freedom fighter. So I'm making this video because now is the time, and I am about to release some very important documents as well as proof, so you know. And once again, I want to thank you all for your support, because the more you support me, the more I'm able to speak out for you and expose more truths to you. Because I'm the only one here doing this, and they continue to block me out and do whatever they can to discredit me, to make me disappear, because they know they can't just point blank assassinate me, because I keep telling you and warn you ahead of time. So if they do that, then everybody will know that they murdered me. So they're going to try to kill me in other ways, and I'm going to point out to you a few things, a few of their tactics that they're doing that to prevent you from being fooled. Okay, first of all, once again, and please pay attention and download this video, because I set it up so that you all can download the video and repost it everywhere, as much as you can, so everybody knows what's going on, because this is not about me. I'm only going to start out to prove certain things about what they're trying to do to me first, so that you know the truth. That way, when I continue on subject matters about what they're doing to everybody else, then you know who's telling the truth and who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. Apparently, I'm the good guy. Okay, first of all, as far as these haters, again, let me point out to you that sure, there's haters here and there, but they're just like random idiots that's like, whatever, whore, and that's it. But the ones that work for the government and the CIA, they have their drones that they hire, and there are masses of them. It's called gang stalking, and they're getting paid to do that. They're getting paid to build Tila hate sites, and a lot of those government-owned sites, or corporations like Facebook and even YouTube and all those sites, they have ways to block out the people's comments that are supporting the cause. And what they do is, trust me, they're very cunning. I will give them credit that they are very smart. They're very smart, but unfortunately for them, so am I. And I have been doing this. I have been on the inside. I've been the insider for 10 years now, so I know exactly what's going on. I'm able to directly point out when they have made their presence on my site, on all those other sites, and I know what they did. So what they're doing is they're blocking out all the majority of the comments of people who are supporting the cause, people who are sick of being lied to, and they block all of you guys out. They even try to block out my posts and status, so that people can't see them, so that I'm being silenced. And I continue to say that that's against the law, or actually, they get you brainwashed, because we are all born as human beings of this planet. So we have natural God-given rights to say as we choose. They don't have power over our lives, okay? We have something called human rights, which is the law of the universe. The fact that we were born, we have a voice. God gave us a voice. So therefore, we're able to speak our minds. So that's what I mean. There are certain personal, human, universal laws that we have rights to, okay, and they don't have rights to control that. Okay, let me get to the point now. I want you guys to be very well aware, because everything I've been saying so far has been proven right, because I say these things ahead of time. So how is it that I can predict it ahead of time and then it happens? There's your confirmation that I'm not lying to you guys. I'm on your side. I'm risking my life, which has been severely impacted by the fact that I'm standing up for you guys and the people. I'm risking my life. I'm risking my career because they own all of media and all that. So I'm risking my life, I'm risking my career, I'm risking everything. I'm putting my ass in the line for you guys, for us. Do I have to do this? No. I can easily not do this because it's not really doing me any good. It's not getting me paid. It's only ruining my life. So that's how you know that I'm speaking the truth, because I have no ulterior motive to do so anyway. All it's doing is ruining my life. And that's the main reason why a lot of the celebrities don't speak up for the people, because they want to maintain famous, and they could give a rat's ass about you. They want to be glorified. I mean, they want to be famous and make their money, and as long as they're being pushed out in the media, they're going to continue to be puppets to the government. Well, the reason why I'm speaking against them is because I've had enough, and the more information that I have come across about everything they're doing, it just stuns me, and there's no way I'm going to just sit here and be quiet. And the fact is, the media has done nothing but harm my life, so I owe them nothing. So anyways, I want you guys to notice that do not be fooled by these so-called online bullies, because now that I've called them out, they're very cunning, they're very clever. So now that I've pointed that out and you guys are seeing that for your own eyes, of the fact that, you know, these are not regular haters. They go on and they bully you and they bully you, and they write these long things to portray me as this liar. Like, well, look what she did here, look what she did there. They spend all their time making these websites. And I mean, for instance, the most recent one was when they kept bullying everybody and tricking people into thinking, oh, well, how come Tila hasn't shown her face? And like, why does she always post pictures from like 3 years old? What's wrong with her? She must be so cracked out. Oh, I saw her recently at a gas station. She looks so haggard. And, you know, so they start to build all this propaganda against me. And slowly you guys start to believe that and get confused. But do I look haggard to you? So now they stop talking about that. Now they say, oh, what's wrong with her face? Did she get surgery? Okay, this is also trivial, which is my point. The point is, they start to, and again, they're getting paid by the government. They are part of the CIA. They have their drones. They're spam bots. So they try to bully not only me, but that's why I say we need to stick together, because it affects everybody, not just me, you guys too, because slowly they start to argue with you, and then they argue with you and then they start to harass you and bully you because you're defending me. And next thing you know, they start to talk about things that don't even matter, and that speaks for itself, okay? That they're showing themselves just by doing that. And if you're aware, like I am, I'm pointing this out to you, so next time just be aware, just observe, okay? It's even on my website. Go to one of the blog about Alex being fraud or whatever, or just one of those. Just look at all those comments from those haters, the CIA, and look how in depth they go about trying to discredit me. I mean, think about it. If you didn't like somebody, would you spend all your money building websites about them and going into detail about their whole life, going back from like 5 years ago? Would you? No. Of course not. But the reason why they're so passionate about doing that and trying to convince you is because then you start to argue with them. And again, they're very smart, okay? So then they start to have other tactics to make you start to feel like, oh my gosh, they're right. They want to make you feel silly. Like, then they start to make you feel like, oh, well, you guys are either just a bunch of perverts jacking off to her photos, or just a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. And of course, nobody wants to be labeled as that, so then you slowly back off. Guys, if I'm brave enough to stand up and be a public figure, and be brave enough and have enough courage to stand up in front of everybody, then you should also be brave enough to not be bullied by these so-called drone bots. And the fact why they continue to talk about irrelevant things, when all I'm doing is trying to help wake up the masses to the truth, why would they try to divert your attention on something that doesn't matter? Think about it. It's because they're trying to distract you into this whole argument that leads to something else, which then diverts your attention away from the truth that I'm speaking of, and then it becomes irrelevant, and then you just give up because they all start to attack you. And then you feel like, well, you know what, this isn't worth it. I'm getting bullied left and right. I'm just gonna forget about it. Don't fall victim to that, guys, because they are part of the others. Do not, that's why I keep telling you, don't even argue with them. I mean, the fact when you just say, you know what, whatever, drone bot, and leave it at that, because then they'll find other ways to attack you. And I have proof, which I'm not, it's gonna be hard for me to post on this video because then I have to edit it and put it all in, and it takes forever. And since this is so important, I'm just gonna post all the proof on my website to debunk all of their false claims. But I just wanted to point that out to you guys first, because everything I said is true so far, and I called it ahead of time. I said that there's a conspiracy against me because I'm speaking out, and if I wasn't telling the truth, if everything I'm exposing is a lie, then they wouldn't be so worried. They wouldn't block me. They wouldn't be feeling threatened. So the fact that they're so threatened and blocking me and trying to silence me and sending out all their CIA drone bots to bully all of you who support me and block you guys and fill up the pages with all their drone haters to make you guys think like, oh gosh, I guess everyone does hate her, so I guess it's just me and her are by ourselves. No, that's wrong. That's not. The fact is, there are millions of us in on this together. There's more of us than there are them. That's why they're threatened, they're scared, they don't want us to rise up and revolt. So that's why they want it to make it seem like there's less of us and more of them to scare us. But the fact of the matter is, you guys, there's actually more of us than there are them. So they're trying to cover that up too by blocking all the comments. And I have proof, like I said. I'm very smart, okay? And the fact is, I'm an insider, and I know these things, so I'm able to point them out to you. And thank God that I am, because you guys can now see it happening for your own eyes. For instance, like I said, Larry King, you know, Larry King they actually invited me on his show to give me, you know, to let me talk about stuff, and they sent Larry King a letter threatening Larry. And next thing you know, they set me up and put me on that Jane whatever bitch. It's all been set up. I have proof. And same with Alex. Okay, now this message goes out to Alex. Alex Jones. First of all, Alex, people, they contacted me. We spoke on the phone. And Alex, I'm sorry, but I'm going to post up all of the emails that you guys sent me and what I said in return ahead of time. And I'm going to post it up on my site to let the world know. And Alex, people are really upset because we feel like you sold out on us and you're part of the others. Because why would you do that? You deliberately set me up. And then all of a sudden, when the show was over, you had one of your people call me, and he sounded really nervous. He was like mumbling, and I said, you know what? Why would you do that? Because I told you I was telling the guy on the phone, I said that, you know, a lot of my fans we're looking forward to this, and the fact is, I already called it out ahead of time, and then he was like, well, yeah, you know, well, it's just that, you know, it's just last minute, you know, but he would love to have you back next week. And I said, you know what, I'm not going to kiss anybody's ass. I'm not one to be fucked with, and I'm very well aware of what's going on. So I told him, I said, okay, great. If indeed you want me back on the show next week, then I need Alex this time to make that announcement. It's not me. Because everyone's aware and everyone's very disappointed. And the fact is, Alex Jones, I'm saying this to you. If you're not one of the others, then prove me wrong. Prove all of us wrong. Tell us what really happened. Tell us why you deliberately contacted me to invite me on this show, told everyone to promote it, and then the day of the show, nothing happened. No mention of me at all. Was that another ploy to make me look like I'm crazy making things up, when in fact I even have proof, an email and phone calls? So, and then they try to tell me, oh, well, we want to have you back next week. Really? I'm not going to fall for that again, because that happened to me before. Like I said, Larry King was not the first to do that. There's another guy. This guy, I'm going to call his name out as well. His name is Shiraz. He works for Hollywood TV. And at one point he was pretending to be my friend, to be supportive, and was just like, oh my gosh, you know, I feel so bad for what's happening to you right now, and you know, we want you to tell your side of the story, and you know, it's horrible what's going on, and what I need you to do is post a blog and let everybody know that you're going to be invited to, I'm not going to say their name because I'm not going to try to promote their stupid store. So I did what he said, and he said, you know, just, yeah, there's going to be, there's going to be like 10 fire trucks, and we've never had this type of response before. It's amazing, Tila. So make sure to post that blog soon. Post it tonight and let everybody know how many supporters are coming, and we're so excited. We've never had this type of response before. We're so supportive of you. So I did what he said. I posted a blog and said, hey everybody, I'm so excited about, you know, being invited to blah blah blah. And next thing you know, the very next day after I posted that blog, the guy who invited me and told me to do that, the press contacted him. He made a press release saying, we have no idea what she is talking about. We don't condone people like Tila Tequila and what she stands for. That, you know, blah, 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 blah. So they deliberately set me up, okay? And there's many, many more situations like this that's happened. And I have proof of that. So I kept calling and emailing him, and I said, why would you do that? But then, you know, anyways, fast forward till today. Like I said, I know a lot, okay? And just years of being abused and seeing what goes on in the inside and finding out a lot of what the government is doing to the people. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So that's why I'm standing up for you guys. And I want you to, I didn't, you know, I didn't, back then, so after all this happened, I had enough. There's just so much. So I laid low for a long time. And then, okay, I was no longer a threat. And then I came back. And then I was slowly starting to speak about this. Slowly. Okay. And boom! I'm back on their radar. And now all these drone bots are back. They are back more than ever. They're starting to even contact people directly. So please, you guys, do not fall for their tricks. Do not argue with them, because they're just trying to divert you to things that don't even matter, to distract you from the point to begin with, which is the truth. They're going to be arguing with you about trivial things about my past, or, oh, she's lying. Well, here's the proof. First they said that, they started saying that, oh, well, Tila's part of the Illuminati. She's just here to, be part of the agenda to, you know, the New Age movement, blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, now that there's proof that I'm not, now they're saying, and now they're going back to other stuff. So what is it? What is it, guys? So am I some haggard person who's been hiding my face because I'm so disgustingly ugly now? Or is it the fact, am I part of the Illuminati or not? Because one minute you say that I am, and now that I prove that I'm not, you go off and say all these other stuff. So make up your mind. You're an idiot. The fact is, we all know the secrets now because I've known for years. And now that I'm not going to keep quiet anymore, the more you try to shun me and quiet me, the louder I'm going to be. And you're not fooling anybody but yourself, because I'm letting the people know, and more and more and more and more people are seeing the truth, which I speak of, because the proof's all right there, and I'm going to further prove myself. First, they also said, well, where's the proof that she was invited, blah, blah. Okay, you know, guys, just overall ignore those spam bots, and because I will give them credit. They're part of the government, so of course they're very smart. I'll give you guys that. You're very smart. You're very smart. And honestly, guys, Twitter deleted my account for no reason. But I'm going to show you proof that these so-called random haters, they're not these random haters at all. They're part of the government's cover-up to discredit me on a mass level. But they cannot discredit me as long as I have you guys. And I know, we all know, there's more of you guys who are waking up to their bullshit, okay? Because I am about to post up the proof on my website right now. So everybody watching this video, please download it, because Facebook is also blocking out a lot of your comments, a lot of people's posts, so nobody can see it. So therefore the message is not being heard. So please download this video. Please download all my videos and repost it on your websites. And make sure to subscribe, because that's the only way you can keep in contact with me, because every time I make a post, you're gonna get notified in your email. And there's no spam bot there, honey, because I'm not a freaking CIA spam bot. Oh, as for Alex, you've lost a lot of credibility amongst a lot of people. I mean, even myself, I was a fan for a little bit, but then I started noticing as well that, okay, everybody listen here. Here's another valid point. Everybody who speaks the truth, such as myself, those who are like Alex Jones, for instance, he speaks a lot of these truths, right? He gets all this information. But why is it that he's still able to speak on the air? Why is it that he seems to be protected by some source? Why do you think that is? And why is it someone like Tila Tequila, who speaks of the same thing? I don't even go as far as Alex. I speak, you know, the truth as well, but why am I being banned? Think about it. It's because I'm speaking the truth, but I'm not trying to put people in fear. I'm not trying to scare you. Alex speaks the truth, but he does it in a way where he's fear-mongering, and he speaks out the truth, but he speaks in a trembling way to scare people. Oh no, everybody, the world's ending. We're all gonna die. We have no rights. To scare you guys, to take the power away from you. I speak the truth coming from the light, but giving you back your power. There's a difference. That's why I'm being banned, and people like Alex Jones is being protected by the CIA, because he's part of the system to speak the truth, but to also instill fear into the world. So we're all scared and helpless and feeling hopeless. Whereas me, I'm speaking the truth as well, but I'm not doing it in a way where I'm scaring you guys. I'm actually speaking the real truth underneath the truth. I know this all sounds very confusing, but the fact is, like I said, I know all their tactics. I know the inside. Like I said, I have a situation that directly related to one of the leaders of the others. So that's why. And initially, I'm pretty sure Alex was probably trying to contact me on the show, because they probably thought I was going to be also another fear-mongering person, leaking out info to scare people, until I started talking about the march, protesting, and start, you know, saying all these other things. Anyways, so Alex, if you want to redeem yourself and prove me wrong, then go ahead and say so. I would love, actually, I would love for you to prove me wrong. Because first of all, I didn't ask you. I didn't reach out to you guys and say, please, can I be on your show? You guys reached out to me, okay? So if you want to regain your credibility back and prove me wrong, I would love that, because that would be nice to know that you really are one of us on our side, the good ones. But if you don't, I mean, you did say that you wanted me back on the show next week, right? So if you do, and you want to prove me wrong in what I said about you, about being part of the others and setting me up, then we all want to hear you say it live on your show, or post out a blog, or say something. Because if you don't say something about this, then you just lost a lot of credibility, Alex Jones. I'm sorry. And it's just going to prove to the world that you are part of the others, because you speak so much of the truth, yet you're still able to talk about it on air every day, and you're not being shunned out, so you must be getting paid from them. Alright? Everybody, I'm about to show you the proof of everything I said. And again, don't be bullied. If I am courageous enough to stand up against them, you should also be courageous enough to not be bullied and not be fooled by their cunning tactics to bully you. Alright guys, love you. Please keep up the movement, because I am not stopping. And if I can do this, so can you. Okay? There's more of us than there are them. They just don't want you to know that. Cowards. Okay, so go on my website, description box, and it's a temporary site, actually, because like I said, the real site, there's so much information, and as you all know, I'm working on my own here, so to provide the documents and posting the blogs and writing out the details, and that takes a lot of time. And I'm not one to just blab random things and post it up. You know, I like to be really thorough with my work. So, but don't worry, it'll be up soon. So for now, I'm using the temporary site, which is www.blog.tilashotspot.com. Go there now, and you shall see all the proof that I have screen capped. I'm going to post it. It's all up there, so go there right now and check it out and spread the message, please, because Facebook has blocked everybody from seeing all you guys' comments regarding supporting me and the truth. So, there's other ways to go around it. Alright guys, keep up the good work. You know, I'm not afraid of them. Neither should you. We should not be lied to. We are humans. We're born under rightful universal laws, so they can go fuck themselves, because we're not hurting anybody. They're the ones hurting us. Over and out. Keep up the good work, Tila Army. Love you guys.